Good day traders, and welcome back to TT Forex. In this video I'm going to share with you a very simple but powerful strategy that I came up with when I was still starting out trading. It really helped me a lot when it comes to development. I really developed my strategy around this, and today it's not like I just abandoned it. I just tweaked it to suit my own personal needs and added a few filters to it. But in this video I'm just going to talk about the basics so that I do not confuse you with a lot of jargon on it, because I know this video is kind of a beginner video. So since it is a beginner video, I am not going to put a lot of indicators on it, just the basics of what the strategy is all about. And then as for tweaking it to your own needs, you can tweak it to your own personal needs, your own personal profile, your own personal trading style. It all depends on you. You can add a few filters to it. Still, it is really a powerful strategy without even adding a lot of filters to it. The strategy only uses two moving averages, simple moving averages actually, the 55 and the 8 period moving averages. Simple, not exponential, not weighted, whatever that means, just simple moving averages. This is a strategy that I just came up with. I came up with this strategy a few years ago when I was starting out, and I used these numbers because I think 8 and 55, these are Fibonacci numbers, and I just heard about people talking about Fibonacci numbers being so powerful, and then I was like, okay, well, why not use the powerful numbers, the so-called powerful numbers, on moving averages? And not that it matters anyway, you can use any number, but the concept will still be the same. Now, how do we go about trading this system? The system is so simple, basic, and easy to understand. The 55 period moving averages acts as a filter. It just filters out the trend. We want to see where the market is going at a particular time, where the sentiment of the market is. And then the 8 period moving averages is just a signal line. This is the signal line. We're going to take trades based on the 8 SMA. We are going to filter out the trend using the 55 period moving averages. Makes sense? Now, here are the rules. The rules of the strategy goes like this. For buy trades, you want to see a market that is above the 55 period moving averages. Whenever the market is above, we know it's a buyer's market, and then we are looking for buys. We are not going to sell. We change our uniform, our kit, we wear the buyer's jerseys, right? And then we wait for the market to retrace below the 8 period moving averages. Well, it won't make sense now, but it will make sense as we look at examples. And then for us to take the trade, we just don't buy because the market is above the 55 period moving averages. We wait for it to go back below the 8 period moving averages, and then we buy at the close of the candle that breaks back above the 8 SMA. That's when we buy. For sell trades are just the opposite of buy trades. We sell the market whenever it is below the 55 period moving averages. We don't just buy right off the bat. We wait for it to retrace back above the 8 SMA and then sell at the close of the candle that breaks below the 8 SMA. Makes sense? Well, let us go look at a few examples. examples that will make this whole jargon look much more simpler than it is right now. So let's just scroll back. By the way, you can use this strategy in any time frame, any pair, any market, but I usually prefer it on the 1 hour period, 1 hour time frame. I mean, this is where it works wonders for me. Well, it all depends on your trading system, your own personality. I mean, you can use it on the 5 minute, the 1 minute, or whatever, as long as it is viable for you. But for me, because I don't like lower time frames, they kind of confuse me sometimes. So I just use this on the 1 hour. So I will recommend you trying it out on the 1 hour as well, but it's all up to you. Now, as for few examples, let me just scroll until wherever, it doesn't matter. But look, man, this strategy is so simple yet powerful. Now, as the rules say, for buy trades, we are looking at a market that is above the 55 period moving averages. Now, what do we have here? We have a market that is above the 55 period moving averages. But now we do not just buy right off the bat because market is above the 55 period moving averages. What we want to see is a retracement back below the 8 period moving averages, like so. Now, when that happens, we now prepare ourselves for a move back up, because this is a retracement. So we are looking for the market to continue the trend above. So our trigger is this candle right here, the break above the 8 period moving averages on a market that is already above the 55 period moving averages. And then you take your buy here, stops maybe down below here, and then targets 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2. It's all up to you. You repeat this process over and over again, the market is going to reward you for that. Trust me, you are going to lose trades. Like here, this here was a loss, and this here was a loss. Yeah, I mean, you're going to lose trades, but whenever you win, you are going to win a lot. Now let us look at some sell trades. This is one sell trade here, which was actually a loss. This strategy is garbage, you will think, but trust me, go back in time, back test it and see. So for a sell trade, we want to see a market that is below the 55 period moving averages. We wait for it to go back above the 8 period moving averages, and then as soon as it breaks below the 8 period moving averages, you sell. Your stop loss here, maybe your targets 1 to 2 or whatsoever your risk to reward ratio is, it doesn't matter. You will implement your own risk to reward ratio rules on the strategy. Well, I'm not saying you're going to win each and every time, but whenever you do, you're going to make a lot of money out of this strategy. Look at this. You repeat the process over and over again. The market is going to reward you for it. Look at this here. This was some buy, you buy. Okay, you buy here, you're going to be rewarded a lot of time, more often than you are not. So this was all about the strategy. Go back in time, back test it, see if it is really viable for you. It works wonders for me. I have a few filters on it, but you can make money out of this just basic strategy. So this is about it for the video, and thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, like and dislike. Thank you so much.